accusation to your job. Your course is just teaching boys to be a further fake. Women want true reflections.
I would like you to step out in the real world and look and see what women are sexually selecting, okay? What they are sexually selecting are the behaviors and the qualities and the traits of what I teach, okay? And any sort of scripts I teach, I don't really teach scripts. I'll say things that I'll say, like, I guess I'll give like one-liners and stuff, like quick little things, but that's not primarily what I teach. I only teach that as training wheels. I believe that you should be coming up with your own things with the concepts that I teach, okay? But no, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, what world you're living in, right? But they do like the bad boys. Those are the guys that get the most action from women. Those are the ones that are being sexually selective. Not these true reflections of honest men who are like wonderful gentlemen. You know, it's like, no, like all that chivalry shit is dead. Well, at least over here. I don't know how it is in Europe and the UK.
You know, I think it's part of this society influence what kind of men we should accept. It's something like if you read profiles on the dating platforms, for me, it's really like scripts, because all people write the same, and probably some of them use ChatGPT just to make it even more achievable, even if it's absolutely wrong, because it's the same. There is no personality behind. And I think it's they are very important. It's not fake it or make it. It's something, understand what is my strength, and I start from the things I'm strong in at, and then I develop other things, because you cannot work on all layers of your personality at the same time. It's a long process, and generally it takes all life, and when we get it to perfection, we have to die. We have to leave this planet, unfortunately. So it means it's really I think it's more about getting fun from the process.
All right. Well, I like to answer this in two ways here. The first one is that it's very similar to the last comment that we read. But look, man, if you're not playing the game is playing you. You have game at some level. It just doesn't work for you. So you need to change that. If changing that means you're being fake, well, look, if it's not working for you, then fake it till you make it. And if that doesn't sound good for you, then go ahead and keep doing what you're doing and keep banging your head against the wall. Be my guest. That's fine. The other way that I really like to see it is that, as I mentioned before, our personalities are malleable. And I would say that if what you're doing isn't working, well, there are aspects of you that are flirtatious, that are confident, that know how to take women from point A to point Z, but you're not showing that. Perhaps what you're doing is an insecure side of yourself, which is not your true you. You want things to be in your idealistic fantasy about how women should work, how they should just like you for you, et cetera, et cetera. Woman is not going to like you for you unless you have certain qualities that will make her interested in who you are. Women are interested in what you are first, and then they'll care about who you are after they're attracted to you. If you can't get them attracted to you, then all of this true reflections is all bullshit. And as a guy, you can't live in delusion. I would say that women are much more allowed to live in delusion, because men are primarily attracted to physicality. So if a woman is good looking, she can think that, you know, her astrological sign is lining up with you and everything's going to be good and bad or whatever. Or, oh, he'll like me if I'm just myself. Like, she can do that because the guy's going to like her no matter what, as long as she's good looking. But a guy doesn't have that luxury. He has to be able to take conversations in a flirtatious direction. He has to demonstrate qualities of what she is looking for in a man, because women are much more concerned about your behavior and your personality than a man is. Now, I'm not going to say that men don't care about personality, in case there's women listening to this. They do care about that, but they don't care about it when it comes to sexual attraction. They care about it when it comes to whether or not they see that woman as a potential partner in a long-term relationship or just someone fun. That's where the personality matters for men.
And this is really interesting thing. We strongly believe, so in my world and in my country, we strongly believe, and it's true, that men generally can decide in the first seconds how far can go this journey. So it's for one night, for all life, and so on. Because we women, we have to get used to the guy, we have to understand, appreciate qualities, respect, and so on. So it's sometimes it's quite a long process. But men, very often, they can decide immediately what he's going to do with this girl or how long it will last.
Well, I don't know necessarily immediately in terms of like how long it'll last, but he will determine immediately whether or not he'd sleep with her, for sure. That's determined within the first few seconds, not even the first few seconds, even less than that, like the first millisecond. But over the course of the date, he'll be able to determine. Now, he will be able to determine very quickly if she's showing, you know, maybe promiscuous types of behavior or aggressive, arrogant behavior or things that are just a real turnoff. But see, women are much more overt about their rejections. They'll friend zone a woman, but a guy, he will silently reject her. He'll do it covertly. He won't say anything because, hey, well, at least if I'm paying for a date and, you know, maybe I can at least get a fun hookup out of this and we'll see where it goes, whatever. But he's already made the decision in his mind. It's not going to go somewhere. That's the way that man rejects a woman.